about Doug Pederson real quick. Doug Pederson got fired like yesterday after maybe 2 weeks ago that they were saying that he was safe. So I don't know what's going on, man. Overall, I'm pretty shocked by the firing of Doug Pederson. That just shows, like, man, I don't know how Howie Roseman getting out of these situations, man, because he's the one that built that roster. Doug Pederson tried his best, but, man, I feel like they scapegoating Doug Pederson right now, man. I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, I don't know what Howie Roseman did to come out of this thing unscathed, you know? Because if you got to blame anybody, you're going to have to blame the man that created this roster. But I think Howie Roseman got naked pictures of the owner or something. In all seriousness, man.
Hey, man.
I don't know what the move is now, you know, for the Eagles at head coach. Now they out of head coach. You know, they do Staley's name out there. T, your boy, defensive coordinator for the 49ers. His name's Salih, right?
Yeah.
So gotta get that one right. But yeah, he's a candidate. I don't know about Eric Bieniemy's name. He's been thrown around. There's some head coaching candidates around right now. You know, the Texans job's available. The Eagles job's now available. So I guess I'll flip the question. What's the next move for the Eagles or the Texans for that matter? Houston Texans, their quarterback situation is they looking like they could potentially lose their starting quarterback. Andre Johnson was on Twitter today talking about Deshaun Watson, basically spelling it out in but so many ways, saying that he should leave Houston. And now we wonder if that's going to be, you know, and they need a new coach. I'm hearing they are going to bring in Eric Bieniemy, but I'm hearing it's Fugaze. I don't know if it's about to be a serious, serious situation. So I'll ask you guys this: what's the more attractive job between these two situations? The Eagles head coaching job, or the Texans?
I'm gonna jump right in. You start with the Eagles. It's obviously the Eagles, man. The Texans haven't had much success in their history. You know what I'm saying? Andre Johnson said a lot of players' careers were wasted there. He's exactly right. But Pederson getting fired, I mean, the writing was on the wall. If you walk into work and your boss is like, "Come here, man. I let the team know your job is safe." Like that's kind of a sign, man, that you hit it out the door. And to be fair, from what I understand, there was a difference of vision between him and Laurie. Sounded like the owners, the GM, wanted to go with Jalen, and Pederson wanted to stick by Carson Wentz. Man, you do not ever in the office attach yourself to a loser. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that is sinking. You don't go to lunch with this person, like, just to protect your own self, and that's what he did. Like, he attached himself to Carson Wentz, and he's out the door. Carson Wentz will be right behind him in some capacity. So maybe they can link up on another squad. Maybe they can go to the Texans together. But
see, I gotta correct you, man. That's not accurate, man. Actually, what happened was Pederson then Wentz. It's one or the other situation. So they said, look. They said two things. They said, "Look, we'll bring you back, Doug Pederson, but we want you to we want to bring in the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators of our choice." Doug Pederson said, "I want these guys. I want my guys." And he said, "Nah, that's not gonna happen. We'll leave you as the head chef, but that ain't it, you know." And another thing that they basically it was either him or Carson Wentz, and ultimately Carson Wentz's contract might be the most immovable thing on the roster right now. And I don't know. I guess they decided they maybe realized that they had to stick with the quarterback, the owner.
Maybe. I mean, you're an Eagles fan. Your intel will be better than mine. But the way I understood it is the owners want to build a team where Pederson wants to win right now. To me, winning now seems like you play the vet. Maybe I could have that, switched around, and winning now means bringing your own staff. But either way, Pederson wasn't the guy, man. And the Eagles have a good track record of finding coaches that are going to win. You know what I'm saying? What happens after that? Who knows? Chip Kelly won. Andy Reid won there. Ray, what's the guy's name? Ray Rose.
Chip Kelly won 1 year.
But he had some measure of success. Where's the success in Houston? You don't want that job.
I mean, I'll say this. you don't want the Houston job if you can't get Deshaun to stay. If you get Deshaun to stay, I'd much rather coach Houston than the Eagles. I mean, what you got in Philly? I mean, you ain't got much in Houston. Both these jobs are trash, really. Like, if it wasn't for the pay upgrade, I'd probably stay where I'm at. But I would probably take either one of these jobs just because of the pay upgrade alone. But I'm saying,
Philly is a
like,
wide open division. I mean, it's the NFC East.
it's a wide open
That's
division,
true.
but the AFC South isn't.
No,
Who's got that on lockdown?
I mean the Colts. I mean Rivers is gone, but I'm pretty sure they'll get somebody and they'll still win.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
Carson
I'm
Wentz.
not too worried about the Colts, man. I'm not. The South ain't too much different than the East. And like I said, if you can get Watson to stay, man, then you still got a huge shot of running that division and winning a lot of games. So really, he's the key. Wherever he goes is the coachable job.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
think
the thing. Can he stay? Can the coach convince him to stay? Bryce, can the coach, is there a coach good enough to convince him to
I'm on
stay?
board with I think I'm on board with Rome, man. I think I got to go with the Houston job because of Deshaun Watson alone, especially if you're talking about one of these offensive-minded coaching selections. Like talking about Eric Bieniemy. I mean, he just had his hands on Pat Mahomes. Now he gets Deshaun Watson. That could be something special. I don't think he would rather go deal with a Jalen Hurts who he'd have developed from scratch, or a Carson Wentz who he'd have to repair from broken. So I mean, for that reason, I go with the Houston Texans job. But turmoil in both areas, in both places. I mean, Houston, it seems like their owner just can't get it together. Seems like there's no good reviews of that owner at all. Like none of his former players have anything good to say. Whenever you see that about an owner, you already know what time it is. And then, I mean, in Philly, you're firing a guy that has a statue out front. Like, that's crazy. You got a statue out front just a couple years ago, and now you're getting fired. Things change fast in the NFL. But, I mean, if I had to choose a job, I'd probably go to Texans for Deshaun Watson alone.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's the NFL coaching carousel. These jobs is opening up quick. They're gonna get filled quick too. I don't think Doug Pederson is gonna be sitting around too long either. I wouldn't be surprised to see him with a new job pretty quick. I mean, he is. You say he just won a Super Bowl. So it's crazy, man. Like I said, man, just have your leverage, man. Have your P's in order. It's definitely a chess game out here when it comes to the front office, and dudes is definitely stabbing each other in the back. Somehow Cats is making it out of it, but it's definitely like a game, NFL Game of Thrones back there. But